Good evening, everybody. This is Crumbawig 420, and here we are getting ready to pick up kind of where we left off yesterday. I don't know, for those of you who were in my stream last night, I seem to have a whole bunch of issues with my audio about halfway through. So if that at all happens tonight, just let me know and I'll log out of the stream and come back up, or, we'll call it depending on where we are in all this. But I just want to thank everybody for swinging by. It's been a really great day today. I did a couple of things that I had not done before with YouTube, so that's pretty cool. Hey, Vince, TD Knives, what's going on? Good evening. How you guys doing? Was just rambling a little bit about last night's live that I lost the audio in, and it got all jumbled up. So if that's the case tonight, just let me know and I'll see what I can figure out for it. Yeah, so I obviously have my hey hobo, what's going on? Thanks for stopping in. I have my outdoor grow, and I had 4 autoflowers that I had inside and decided to move out there about 2 weeks ago, and they're doing fantastic. And I had taken a short video just to use in one of my other videos. And then I decided I was going to try and take the plunge and figure out how to do an actual short on YouTube. So, needless to say, did my first short today. Probably could have been better, but I liked it. People looked at it and everybody got to see my 4 autoflowers. So, I like that. That's pretty good. Puts a smile on my face. I got to tell you, I've been going to tons and tons of you guys' channels lately. And Canadian, what's going on? Hey, thanks for swinging in. I appreciate that. JC, good to see you. How you doing tonight? Canadian, I modded you up. I'll give my quick mod lecture. Everybody keep it nice and polite in here. Treat everybody great and equally. If we have trolls that zip in and through, we'll take care of them accordingly. The room's for 18 years or older. And what else can I say? Oh, make sure that you sub up to everyone. It's a beautiful thing. You get those subs up on your page. Penny, haven't seen you in a hot minute. What's going on? Robert, thanks for swinging through. This is great. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Getting back to what I was saying, I've taken some time lately to really look at a lot of different channels on here. Cheers, man. Just found it the other day. Yeah, I know. It's awesome. It is awesome how you can bump into somebody in a chat room, and then it's like a day later or that evening, you might catch them in a live or something else, and it's freaking fantastic. It really is. Not too bad, Benny. Just life. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Life is a 4-letter word. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Sub up and finally see each other. Yeah. One of the things that I did was when I'm doing my lives, I'm leaving it open to the public for anyone. And I just want to say that the community and the people that we have coming in and out of the chat has been fantastic. I appreciate each and every one of you. And, when I go and I take a look at pages and people's content, it blows me away. It really does. I'm learning tips and tricks from almost every page that I go to. It's really pretty cool. Anthony, cheers. On that note, I should probably do a bong rip. I'm busy saying cheers. All righty, tonight I am smoking on crunch berries. Something that my wife wanted to pick up at the dispo yesterday. I was talking about it. It was I don't want to call it a reward. It was she had to take a tolerance break due to a drug test for work. So at the end of the day, she took the drug test. So after that, free reign. So we stopped and picked this up. It's Crunch Berries by Flav. It was pretty good indeed. But I've got the last little bit of what I ground up of that, and then I've still got that was 7 grams. There's probably still an eighth left right now. GQ, what's going on? I just saw you sneak in. Raymond, good sir, I appreciate you being here. Don't forget, everybody, sub up, like, share, and subscribe. Again, we got 11 of you in here. That's freaking awesome. Really, really is. On that note, let's do a bong rip. If not a bong, hit a dab, smoke whatever you got. If you're not smoking, just enjoy what we're doing. All right, let's go, people. Cheers. Excuse me. Wow, Anthony. It's a lot. That is a lot. What size are you in the ground, Anthony, or are you in like 150-gallon pots? We them boys. Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Thanks for being here. Hey, Texas Tiff. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a great evening too, Benny. Okay, raised bed's 400 gallons of soil in each. Okay. My raised bed right now, excuse me, is a 150. So, but, excuse me, I've got a mix of soil and cocoa in there. So I have to water a lot more frequently. Lesson learned, don't do that again for next year. But that's okay. Still the same. I've still got some great trees coming out of there. Sorry, just catching up with the chat. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Lisa, what's going on? Just chilling. Figured I'd come on. I felt bad last night that I just stopped halfway through the chat when the audio started screwing up. But as I mentioned earlier, if the audio gets all fucked up tonight, somebody just let me know and I'll go down and come back up again or something. Yes, please make sure you guys are subbed up to one another. Beautiful thing. I know something must have went sideways with the YouTube gods last night, because I think when I went to bed I had like 396 subs, and I get up this morning and I have 389. What can you do? I think something similar happened with Token Tom. He was telling me that he had a big fluctuation last night too, but yeah, that does happen indeed. So, I'll give everybody an update on my seedlings. We are sitting with 13 of 14 have broken through the soil. They're all at least an inch to an inch and a half tall right now. Going to include it when I drop my next video, or I may do a short now that I actually did my first official sort. What the hell's a sort? My first official short that I threw out on YouTube, which was surprisingly easier than I thought. I figured, what's the worst that happens? I send something really stupid out there and either YouTube questions it or you guys bust my balls over it, which would be equally as funny. What's everybody smoking on out there tonight? I know I turned around and we just did a rip and I didn't even bother to ask. I was just so let's get this bong rip going. So yeah. Oh, excuse me a second. Quick text from one of my kids. Chem Dog Flour. Maui Mac Burger. Nice. Nice. You know, it was funny. I was talking about one of the other strains that we got from the dispo yesterday. And I was in somebody's chat this morning. They're live. It was actually Token Tom's. Now, let me show you what this weed is. This is Mike Tyson's. Let me turn it. Frozen Fist is the name of it. So Tom's like, dude, that sounds like a dildo. I don't know what Mike Tyson was thinking. Holy shit, did I freaking laugh hard. It was pretty damn funny. Dave, thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. Cool. How you doing tonight? I thought that would get your attention, Dave. So yeah, the seedlings I have in solo cups right now. Probably going to leave them there for about another week. I figure by then they should actually have roots almost down to the bottom. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Last time, all I did was actually fed them recharge for 2 weeks, and the roots just took off on them fantastically. So then comes time to find their forever homes for all of them. So the only ones that I'll have to definitely wait on that I'm going to leave in the solo cup until they get very sizable are all my regs. So I don't want to go ahead and throw something in its forever home and then kill it off because it's a male and I've had to theoretically waste all of that soil. Though I could just drop the solo cup down in a hole that I push into there and do it that way. Well, it's a thought. It's a thought, Canadian. I go through different modes of, hey, let me put all these things here and I'll throw them right on 1212 and we'll let them just work their way up. And I did that with a run before. I started everything on 1212 to see what it would do. And I had buds. My plants were short because they never had a real chance to veg. And bud was great, though. I mean, bud was super great. It's just you didn't have a big yield. So, well, that went out very inappropriately. So, anybody who's growing in here, uh, what what are you running right now, if you don't mind me asking? The re-veg does take time. That it does. Oh, thanks, Dave. Yeah, those autoflowers are cranking right along. Oh, TD, you've gotten shitty seeds? Visible. Thanks for coming in. Lazy Clouds, what's going on? Let me get you squared away here. There we go. Again, my moderator lecture. Please be polite to everybody. Treat them with respect. This room's for people 18 or older. If we have a troll invasion, please escort them to the door. Make sure you sub up to everybody. That's why you got the wrenches, so you can do that. And yeah, absolutely. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Smash that like button. Got a great assortment of people into here. This is beautiful. Well, I know you just planted a shitload, GQ. I was in the loop on some of that. TD, you don't need a good place, or you don't know a good place to get seeds. There's a lot of good genetics companies out there. Uh, Actually, truth be told, for me, I have only ran genetics that you would say would be from a well-known, reputable company, like probably three times. Three different companies. Other than that, I'm not saying the genetics I had were bad, but where they came from, it was like it's not a name that's going to be on the tip of anybody's tongue. It's not a Seedsman or an Ethos or those are just a couple that came to mind, but there's freaking a million of them out there. There really is. Let me see. If you want some possible recommendations, talk to Good Quality Cannabis. I know he was. I don't know the company that he cataloged from the other day, but I can tell you the seeds he was talking about that were in there were absolute fire. So there's a lot of stuff out there. Try to stay away from the seed banks, I have found, just because you don't always know the lineage and all of that, and it gets a little questionable. So, Senate, what's going on? Thanks for slipping in, CB. How are you? Scotty in the house. I figured this might have been a safe time for me to come back on tonight. I was so distraught as to if I did or didn't want to come back on. I didn't want to step on anybody else's toes who's running a live right now. So that was one of the things. Vinny V, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a bit. Like quite a bit. Dennis, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, it is. It's about 60 out right now. It's supposed to go down to 56 tonight. So yeah, Dave, little chill in the air. So Visible, once you're all squared away harvesting, you going to get some lives up there for us? We'd appreciate it. It's a beautiful thing. All right, let me get you squared away here. Let me see. Vinny V, did you hear my lecture before on moderators? Be kind to everybody. Don't abuse the fact that you have a wrench. If we see trolls, we'll, as a unified group, escort them out of the room. Make sure you sub up to other people. And, of course, be polite and greet people when they come into the room. All righty. Welcome to the world, the wonderful world of Crumbleweed. Tiff, you were cooking live tonight and I missed it. Dang, fries and pork chops. Well. Santa Claus. All right. Thanks for swinging through. I so appreciate you being here. Wow, really? Canadian already? Jeepers. I was looking at when I pulled my outdoor grow last year, and I actually pulled it on September 24th, which is pretty freaking crazy when I'm looking at where my plants are right now. And I know for a fact they're going to catch up to where they need to be, but it's almost alarming because I forget how much happens in that last 4 to 5 weeks, and I'm just hoping this year we can push past the 24th. I'd love to get into the beginning of October, but up here as close. I mean, I'm a mile from Lake Ontario. and the side of getting dumped on for winters. Our falls lately have been brutal, getting cracked with frosts early and stuff like that. So, California Central Valley, Vinny, Eastern Texas. Visible, you're in the petrified forest? No shit. That's badass. That is badass. Oh, for anybody who doesn't know, I am in Oswego, New York, which we're about 30 minutes from Syracuse, but we're right on Lake Ontario. Yeah, Big Dave, F winter, I agree. It is really a pretty state, Tiff, to visit. I mean, I've lived in it, excuse me, pretty much all my life. When I was married to my first wife, I lived in Connecticut for 10 or 12 years, but then relocated back to New York subsequently, right back to my hometown. So, oh, nice, Vinny. Nice. So close and never went, Tiff. A small town near the Bronx. Okay, cool. Scotty, what's crack-a-lacking tonight? What do you have going on exciting? It's 87 there. We got up to about 83 today here. That's one of the big things is just the sizable temperature changes have been affecting the sumac trees out in my yard, and a couple of the other trees have started to get some discoloration, almost like they want to change for fall, which I know it's way too early for that to happen, but I had some leaves on my plant do that as well, and I'm just chalking it up to these things are pushing everything that they need into the buds right now. Oh, all righty, Scotty. You're on the work. You're on the work. You're the working man, as Rush would sing about. The ragweed and allergies are so bad. I know fake fall is coming. Yeah. Yes. You know what's funny? There's a spot out in my yard that's all ragweed. And because the way the weather's been, it has not even turned yellow yet. It's all still closed up, just like waiting for I don't know what. I mean, normally we would have blazing sun for, at this time of year with our state fair going on and stuff like that. Hey, Corgan, I didn't see you come in. Sorry. How you doing this evening? And thanks for being here. Sorry, I kind of wasn't paying attention to the chat. That was rather rude of me. So, what do you think? Anybody want to do another bong rip maybe? And then in a little bit, I think we could fire up the dab rig. I think that would be pretty darn awesome. Because I've still got my Cosmic Nectar from Rise Hemp Company. And I'm telling you, it really does the trick. It's got a great terp profile. And I'll probably end up finishing it up tonight because it's just that good. But yes, bong rips is what's for order here. And let me find my lighter. And I say, all right, everybody, cheers, cheers, cheers. Let's go. Fold them. I see you coming in here. I'll get you modded up after we do a bong rip. All right, boss? All right. Excuse me. It's like I brought my baby lunch tonight. Yeah, Vinny, I hear you on that. In the past, my outdoor grows haven't been as big as what I have this year. You know, normally I'd run 4 plants outside. That would be about it. This year I have 12. It's quite the departure. Big difference is I only, excuse me, only have seedlings going inside right now. So, excuse me, text real quick. Sorry about that. Have my oldest daughter checking in with me, which is a wonderful thing. It's nice when children do that. You know what's going on, you know where they are, you know they're safe. For those of you who are parents out there and have kids of any age, I am most certain you understand that. I always bring my baby lungs. Yes. Yes, indeed. So, any of you guys use the post feature for YouTube where you can, I guess, write a little blurb and then hit post and I don't know where the hell it goes. I think it's like halfway down. If I'm on my computer, I see it show up on the screen there. But I didn't know if any of you guys use that. And if you do, is it helpful? Do you think it generates any traffic to your channel? 9-year-old and 17-year-old. Okay. 4 strains. Yes. Start March inside to put out in May. Yeah. Yep. Okay. That's one of the things. I found that there's a bunch of shit I can do on my phone that I can't do on my computer. So I don't know. At some point in time, I got to go up on somebody's live on my phone and turn around and just play around, switch my camera front to back. And, that way I can go outside and physically show my grow during my live. And that would be fantastic. I mean, not now, obviously, it's dark as shit outside, but that would be nice if I could do that every now and then instead of just running my live or running my videos. Oh, nice, Tiff. Cool. Oh, what feature am I talking about? It's this thing called post or posts, like you're posting something. And it's just an option now of something. You have like videos, lives, posts, shorts, and publications, I think it is. Yeah, I don't know. I wrote a little blurb on there thanking all you wonderful guys and girls for coming in and subbing up to my channel because it's pretty amazing that I'm so close to 400 subscribers, and it wouldn't be that way if not for all you guys. And I appreciate it. I enjoy being able to sit up here and talk with all of you. Right now it's 10 o'clock at night and we've got 22 people in the room. Again, probably a representation from all different walks of life in this industry, and that's what makes us all so cool. I know we got breeders in here, we got growers, we got consumers, You know, we've got a little bit of everything, and it's pretty cool. RJ Hess, Old Man Gang representing. There we go. Perfect. Scotty, you know it. You know it indeed. We got a great gang of people on here, in here, and throughout the community. Yes, having a live does add towards your watch hours. And surprisingly, it's if you think about it, your video is only, when you make one that might be 5 minutes long, 10 minutes long. If it's 10 minutes long, six people got to watch the whole thing for you to get an hour. If you've got a live going and you've got five people that sit there for an hour and watch, you just picked up 5 hours all at once. So it's vastly, you do pick them up. They accumulate more doing it that way. Well, thank you, Visible. I appreciate that. You never know if we need a good troll in here. Panda. Holy smokes, everybody, take a look. Panda's here. This is freaking awesome. Panda, thanks for coming in. Got you all modded up. Sweet, sweet, sweet. For those of you who don't know Panda, go check out his channel sometimes. He does reviews. Great guy. Absolute great guy. Yeah, right, Tiff. Right. The first time that happened to me, I was like, what? I was like, I got that many hours? And I was like, I didn't do shit. I mean, and that's, it's not why I come up here and do this. I come up here and do this because I think it's freaking fun and hilarious. And you guys teach me a lot, you know? And, yeah. What's this? FYI, have a card game each week. Oh, yeah, that is true, Scotty. Make sure everybody's subbed up to Scotty and get over there for the card game. Autos or photos, your choice. Yo! Oh, hold on a second here. I'm crashing something out, Tal. What's going on? Let me get you squared away in here. I'll give my moderator lecture again, but I'm a little high now, so I might fuck it up some. But people come in the room. Let's greet people. Treat them nice. Treat them with respect. If we have trolls wander through, let's turn around and escort them to the door very kindly. Generally, for people who I've seen in and out of here or in and out of other chats that I know, I give them a wrench. And, let's have a great time, everybody. Neil, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. Haven't had you in one of my chats before. We're just hanging out, having a lot of fun, smoking it up a little bit. It's pretty darn cool. As I was just saying, it's 10 o'clock at night and we got quite a crowd in here. And yeah. Yep. I'm thinking we should be getting close to dab time. I don't know what anybody thinks about that, but I am thinking that here comes the bomb E-rig. Yes, indeed. It's going to be dab time, dab time. We're going to do a dab. All right, everybody. I will be using my bomb E-rig. And tonight, yes, indeed, once again, from Rise Hemp Company, we have Cosmic Nectar. Are you too stoned to remember to hit the like button? That's okay. That's all right. It helps with the it helps with the algorithm, so they tell me. Now, what that algorithm does, I'm not quite certain yet. Because I know something happened with it about a week ago on the. If you were to go to my page and look at my videos, there's one video that has like 330 views from a couple weeks ago. And something happened at a certain time one day, and I ended up, I don't know, blessed by the YouTube gods for about 2 hours. And I guess that's what happens if that takes place and you end up like on a front page or some crap like that. So let's see what we have here. Come right up here. Let's get my hand behind it. There we go. Nice little dabarooski. Boop, 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 ba-doo, ba-doo. What am I missing in here? Thank you, Neil. Thank you very much. Joe, I just saw you come in. Sorry, I've been dicking around here with my dab rig. So just give me 1 second. Let me close up my stuff so I don't make a mess when I don't need to. You had the same thing happen, Corgan? Let's go ahead and heat this bad boy up so we can rip. Remember to hydrate. I hear that from Neil every morning, and I try to instill it in my own head. Same thing with Token Tom. Alrighty, let's go, people. Wow. Woo. That bit back. Woo. What great flavor, though. Think so, Vinny? Mr. Mr. Django, how are we doing this fine evening? Appreciate you coming in. Excuse me and my dabber's cough here. But you know, they say sometimes if you ain't coughing, you ain't doing it right. Woo, that one's giving me a little bit of sweats here right now. GQ, what are you rolling up? Buddha ba 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 ba. I was the one that did it. Well, It's true. I got to get better at muting and stuff like that. Really big? Oh, wow, Big Dave, you're right. Thanks so much, guys. 29 likes right at the moment. You guys are fantastic. Super, super fantastic. You know, I have noticed, Canadian, let me just say something. I have gotten to a point now where if anybody brings me some weed to try or whatever, I'll try it in a bong, but I got to have a joint along with it of the same weed because I find that sometimes the smoke is so much better from the joint. You know, you just get, I don't know, it's just closer to the source, I think. You know, some people tell me, oh, it's too hot, I burn my lips. I'm like, well, chill out. You ain't got to bogart the whole thing down all at once, you know. Shy, what's going on? Hey, I saw you sharing your garden earlier. That is some fire stuff you got going on. That was nice. Really, really nice. Yeah, I dug deep for that one, Tiff. You know, it's pretty cool to just sit back and watch you guys all chatting into here and subbing up to one another. That's the huge one right there. Well, I realized the other day that I ended one of my lives with like dropping the F bomb. And I was like, really? You know, one of my children brought it up to me, which kind of had me laughing a little bit, but it's okay. I appreciate the fact that they listen to my lives at times. My niece texts me or she messaged me on Facebook today. And, you know, I look at it and she's like, check this out. I look behind her and there on her TV set is my video from last night. And I'm just like shaking my head. And she's like, yeah, we get high and then we watch it. I'm like, okay, thank you. Greatly appreciated. Makes you feel good. Excuse me a moment. Yeah, Big Dave, get high and watch Dad. Subbed up to everyone here. Full time, or you stop by and touch here most of the time. Scotty, thanks for doing that. You know, we appreciate you. We appreciate you a ton. Shy, you got 60 subs. That is awesome. That is super awesome. Get more flavor out of the bong. Joints give me a different flavor or the rosin ring. Yeah, that is important right there. The rosin ring. Yes. Yes, indeed. You know, I talk about going to that cannabis farm local to the area that I'm in, and the guy wanted to roll us up some, and he rolls up this. It was a solid eighth that he put in this blunt that he created. And I got to tell you, what he handed to us looked like it came out of a manufactured machine. And we watched him sit there and make it. And then he explained to us his had a kid on smoking it, not to mistreat the cannabis. It was really interesting. But one of his big things was, hey, look at the ring around this and you can see how the oil is. That's why you should turn it this way, you know, having the hot end up here and whatnot. It was, I don't know, it was kind of educational. Talked about keeping the cherry hot at the end, and yeah, it's impressive. All right, I'm done with that story. Let me see what's going on in here. Hey, question. What is it to YouTube with swearing in the chat? Okay, or what? All right. So I'm gonna say I don't know because if you go to my channel, every single one of my videos is restricted, but none of my lives are. Now, I don't swear in my videos. I don't even say the word cannabis in my videos. However, on here, I swear. I say weed. I smoke weed on here. I don't smoke weed on my videos. I mean, it's so I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. The most that happens to me, I figure, is if they tell me that I swore too much in one of my videos, I'll take it down. I mean, it's not going to kill me, I don't think. I don't know what happens. It would suck, or excuse me, one of my lives, because I generally put my lives onto my page, because people like to look at them. After I did my first one, people were like, oh, I missed it. And that one I hadn't saved, you know. So, well, that one was really short too. That one was like maybe 5 minutes long, if that. Back over into Frenchie. Frenchie, how's my voice tonight? I need to know now because I asked people earlier that if it gets all shitted up again to let me know. Canadian, I know I didn't really answer your question for you about the swearing. I don't know. I haven't gotten bounced yet for it. Audio's okay? Perfect. Hey, growing old, thanks for swinging in. We are hanging out and having one hell of a time here tonight, let me tell you. We got a full room and it's great. All right, what is Scotty telling me? If you cuss, it's restricted, and if you show plants, it's going to be restricted as well. You've tested the theory, Scotty. Thank you. Thank you very much. My feelings will not be hurt when those things happen. Grown old, what are you up to this evening? I appreciate you stopping by. I was saying earlier how I like to just sit back and watch you guys all interact in the chat. It's just phenomenal. Think though, while we're doing that, gonna see. Grow with the flow. Chillin' Crumblewig? Yes. Yes, indeed. Yeah, and the 18 plus thing doesn't bother me at all, Neil. I mean, when I came on here, my intentions were just to show pictures of my grow. I never even thought I'd be up here doing a live, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool indeed. Try to encourage other people to come up and do it. Once I get skilled, I'll learn how to actually bring people up so I can have someone on at the same time with me. I think that'd be pretty cool. I enjoy going up on other people's lives when I get the opportunity to. Yep. Something I think everybody should get an opportunity to do and probably would enjoy. Oh, you need Wi-Fi out in your grow room, Canadian? Frenchie, let me tell you, spend some time over on Growing Old's channel. You are going to absolutely fall in love with his videos. They're amazing. I don't give two shits if they do that on my page. That is no problem at all, Growing Old. I mean, it's the truth. I mean, my wife, who supports me a great deal in all of my growing, will often come over my shoulder and critique some of the lives or some of the videos that I'm watching. And she was very engaged in yours, and that was nice. It was really cool indeed. Wow, I just looked at my eyes. Whoo! I guess someone over here is a little bit high tonight. Oh, do you really, Shy? Yeah, I'm sure it does hurt the views. But man, to me it's a tough one with the views. Cuz I know we all want views and we all want all of that. But when something happens with a video that usually goes viral, there's something like that it falls into this weird niche or niche, however you want to call it. And I don't know, I look at it that I'm proud that I have over 300 subs. And I know that probably 95% of them are from the community and involved in the cannabis community. I'm sure I got my dad on there. He probably subbed up. I'm sure my kids did and stuff like that. So, I've got that little chunk in there of people who aren't dedicated to who we are and what we do. But, I like to think that we're supported by one another the way that we are. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool once again. I love the community. I think YouTube will self-correct and eventually age restrict will get pushed. You're probably right, grown old. I get these little things now where they ask me if I want to appeal my videos, like it comes up right away. Whereas when I first started posting videos, it didn't. So I don't know if they want me to try and, fight it. But I know some people lately who have been going and had 2 or 3 appeals and lost them all. Not even a couple hours going by. It was like an immediate refusal of the appeal. Scotty. Scotty's a window licker. That's a good one. Hey, we were all new to YouTube at some point in time, and a lot of us still are new to YouTube. I mean, I've been on since, I think, January. Yeah, I think I came on in January. Maybe the end of January or something like that. Yeah. Yep. And man, every day I'm learning stuff. I still edit my videos rather archaically. I'm going to work on that some, but it all takes time. Appeals are non-existent. I've heard that too. I have heard that too. Oh, Neil. Awesome, dude. Your shrooms are kicking in. I did not know you took them tonight. I took a ride 2 days ago and it was amazing. So, man, I hope you are lit. You started yours in 2010, Neil? I think I came onto YouTube. I looked it up earlier. I think it was 2016 and didn't start doing anything with content until, as I said, January. So, nice. Scotty sold on cupcakes. This is fantastic. So, anybody got any topics that they might want to talk about or anything? I mean, I can go and tell a story, I'm sure, or something fun like that. Growing old, I watered your channel. That's funny, Visible. That is. Absolutely. Look at you guys go. Wow. 38 likes. Thank you guys very much. Super, super, super much. Yeah, see? Scotty says the same thing. We know how it is for you growing old. You are kicking ass over there, just like you said. And we're loving it. We appreciate that we ever encountered you and now you're a part of our world. Holy shit, Neil. 1,500 subs, you're gonna hit 15 bowls in a row. Nice. That is nice. I like that, Visible. I might start using that, saying that you watered someone's channel for them. And this is another one of those cool things that I talked about the other day, and that is just how the community, you know, is like a bunch of fingers coming together like this. I know these people and I know these people, and I assume that you guys all know each other, and then we come into a chat like this, and I'm seeing all these content creators that I look up to, that I appreciate, even, that we get to hang together and do all of this. And, you guys get to meet up with the same people, and it's impressive. Really is. If you asked me like a couple years ago what I thought of people that did content creation on YouTube or hung out or did all that, I would have probably said it was a little silly. But I think when you're passionate about something, be it cannabis, be it marketing, be it reviewing products, whatever the case may be, it changes when you get that deep in with it. So it's nice. 455 in a few months. YouTube family member that's Hollywood famous. Wow, that helps, doesn't it? Scotty, you got all the luck, man. Thanks, Canadian. Thank you. And thank you, growing old. I go on these little rambles, especially when I am dental floss high, which I think is what I am right now, which is okay. Uh, let's see here. What do we want to do? You know, we could we could take a look at the Jetpack Big Bang Lucid Blue. I showed these last night, but I never got into smoking one last night. Grab it. What's going on? Grab it. He comes right in the room and says, eat some edibles. And it's like, holy smokes, absolutely. I had one earlier. It's worn off by now. So needless to say, this is one of those Lucid Blue joints that I just took out of there. It's a little mini pre-roll. So the first third of it to right here, if I can poke it right, about this far down, is flower. The next area right into here is concentrate, and down to here is all keef. and they're supposed to be pretty darn good. So I think I'm going to check it out in a second. What do we got going on here? All right, grab it, you're high. That's perfect. Scotty, you're at 500 subs now. Nice. Too bad for a window licker like you. You know, the funny part is for some reason I can picture that, and that makes it even funnier. Oh yeah. I'm gonna light it up. Sorry, I got a little taken. I got a little lost. Wow, that is smooth. Whew. It is just dripping off from it. Let me come this way with it some. My hand up behind there. You can just see the oil just dripping off from it. Oh, I bet it is, Neil. Damn shrooms. Yeah, a little bit oily here. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is indeed. I got to remember that I'm live here, so I got to keep talking when I'm looking at everything going on in here. So, Scotty is a card, isn't he? This is fantastic. Keep hydrated. Absolutely. Just making sure I'm caught up on the chat, guys. So, tomorrow, anybody got anything awesome going on, or is this back to work for everybody, or some of you guys off tomorrow? What do we got happening? GQ, thank you very much. I appreciate that. What's Lucid up to tonight? I didn't see him around at all today. More firewood with the kids. Well, it's got to be done. Galaxy, it's typical back to work. Oh, that's good, JC. You had said that the other day, and then I remember I was asking you if you knew if you were in the path, and you weren't sure. So that's a blessing then that didn't happen. Oh, he's high. Wait a minute. He posted something on Discord this morning, didn't he? I think he did. So that makes sense now. All right. I just forgot. I knew I didn't see him on YouTube, and I go over to Discord very seldom. So, all right. I used to read the chat's comments as fast as I could. When hitting the bottom, everyone had to stop and take a hit. Hey, that is no problem at all, Canadian. I appreciate you coming in and hanging out as long as you did. I mean, this has been fantastic. Next time I'm up, please make sure you stop back in. I guess have that the hell do they call? Oh, the notification. Have that notification shitting thing on, and I guess it'll tell you when I go live because my wife doesn't get the notification until a day later, which is kind of funny. But that's YouTube for us. But again, thank you very much for coming in. I appreciate you, and have a great night. Perfect, Neil. Perfect. I can guarantee that every morning I at least swing by. Sometimes I forget to say hi, but you always got to check out what's going on. You end up with like a daily routine of things that you go through and where you go and you check on people because now we become more than just, I think, acquaintances with some of the people that we deal with on here. They're part of our extended family. People have their families and then their extended family, and then they have their work family. They don't understand that this community is a family. you know Sorry, I'm rambling again. Okay, you got coming. Thank you, Visible. Thank you. Okay, Galaxy, I've heard that too. That sometimes it depends on on if you've got your phone or your tablet or your computer. So yeah, I can see that being a reason why. I like smoking with people. It's great, isn't it? I went up on somebody's page who was from Australia the other day, and I was like, it was cool though. It was fantastic, and it was just great. You go up on this chat, you guys don't know each other, but you have this common thing. Next thing you're talking, you're like long lost friends. It's beautiful. Your shadow banned? No. That's awful. That is awful. And I did not know. Sorry, there was a text from Alabama that I can wait to answer, so that's fine. It's my sister and her husband moved down there a few weeks ago, so we communicate like 45,000 times a day, and she'll call me or I'll call her a few times a day. So, yeah, we have the mutual interest of our father up here in New York with me. Not living with me. He's got his own place and whatnot, but he's getting up there. It's like 82. So, bum, 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 bum. Sorry, just singing to my own singing to my own drummer. That doesn't even make sense. Well, you know what I'm talking about. I was making up songs. Well, you know what, guys? I think I'm going to wind this thing down. We've been on for a little over an hour. I just appreciate you guys so much for being here. If anybody wants to hang around, you guys want to chat about something else, I'm more than glad to stay. But, I think this has been outstanding. And I want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you. Like, share, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys all later. Cumulus, Cumulus, we will catch up again. I promise. Somehow, I will make it a point that when I'm going to go live next. Alrighty, guys. Thank y'all. Have a great evening.